one of those PT elastic bands. And what else do we need? A chair. And a mat or two, if you'd like. So having said all of that, I love to start my classes lying down on your back. So if you're able to do that, you don't need to take anything with you today, but just swing your legs around. If you have trouble lying down, take your blocks, walk your blocks, and just help yourself to lie down. And lie down on your back in what I like to call restorative rest pose, with your knees bent, the soles of your feet at the edges of your mat, and your knees knocked together, one hand on your heart, the other on your belly. And start to bring an awareness to your breath, your inhales. As your belly rises, your chest expands, and your exhales, where your belly falls and your chest contracts. Inhale and exhale. Go at your own pace. Doesn't have to be super deep breathing, but just an awareness of your breath. And my focus today is on flexibility. I'm trying to learn flexibility in a new teaching environment today. You're learning flexibility maybe with using all these strange props that you haven't used before. And our flexibility with our mind goes along with flexibility in our bodies. So we are going to work with flexibility of our shoulders, our hips. And when we have flexibility in our mind and in our bodies, we have resilience. And resilience means health. So breathe in resilience. And on your exhale, get rid of all maybe negative thoughts. Oh, I don't want to learn something new. Breathe in positivity. And on your exhale, let go of anything that doesn't serve you, any fear, any doubt. Breathe in positivity and strength and power. And on your exhale, let go of any stress, any distractions. On your next inhale, draw your right knee into your chest. Take another inhale, and with your exhale, lift your forehead towards your knee. So carve out your belly.
Can you speak a little louder, Carolyn?
What was that? You can't hear?
Right, it's very soft.
Okay, thank you, Howard. Can you hear? Hopefully you can hear now. My microphone got flipped. So draw your right knee in, forehead towards your knee, carve out your belly and engage your core, because core strength is important for being resilient. Inhale, lower your head, and exhale, lower your right knee. And you can keep it bent on your mat or straighten it, either one. Inhale, left knee comes in. Exhale, forehead towards your left knee, and make contact with your low back with your mat. Engage your low belly, your core. Inhale, lower your head, and exhale, lower your left foot. And we'll alternate. Inhale, right knee in. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, lower your head. Exhale, lower your right foot. Inhale, left knee in. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, lower your head. Exhale, lower your left foot. One more each side. Inhale, right knee in. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, lower your head. Exhale, lower your right foot. Last one. Inhale, left knee in. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, lower your head. Exhale, lower your left foot. Inhale, full body morning stretch. Straighten your legs. Take your arms overhead, arch your back. Fill your body with breath, with power, with strength, with hope, with resilience. And exhale, sweep your arms across the ceiling. Bring your arms along your sides. Bend your knees. And place your sole of your left foot towards the middle of your mat. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh for a supine figure 4 or supine pigeon, we call this. Maybe take your right hand and push your right thigh forward. Maybe you even lift up your left foot and circle your hands around the back of your left thigh and use your right elbow to coax your right thigh forward. Feel some opening in the outside of your right thigh. If you lifted your left foot, put it back down. Uncross your leg. Plant your sole of your right foot towards the middle of your mat with your knee bent and cross your left ankle over your right thigh for the supine figure 4 or supine pigeon on this side. Maybe you take your left hand to coax your left thigh forward, or maybe you lift up your right foot, circle your arms around the back of your right thigh. Aim to feel some space open in the outside of your left hip. So yes, this is a hip opener. And we'll get to shoulders in a little bit. If you lifted up your right foot, put it back down, uncross your legs, and heel toe your feet. So your knees are bent, feet are at the edges of your mat. Take your arms out to a T, palms facing down. Inhale, and with your exhale, drop both knees to the left for a little easy twist. So aim to keep your shoulders on your mat. Maybe you send your gaze off to the right and maybe you don't. Yogi's choice. Create some space in your side bodies, that gentle twist, so good for our flexibility. Inhale, knees back up to center. Exhale, both knees drop to the right. Perhaps your gaze goes to the left. And your arms support your core and your back. Inhale, come back to center. Bend your knees once again. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Place your hands on the backs of your thighs. And maybe you can even rock and roll along the length of your spine. Maybe even all the way up to a seat. Or if that's not happening today, turn to one side and push yourself up to a seat. So we do what we can do and we enjoy what we can. Perhaps you'd like to sit on a blanket or a little extra padding as you cross your legs. Perhaps take a block underneath your thighs for a little support. Or perhaps even that cross-legged doesn't feel nice and you take your legs forward with a little bend. And so do whatever feels best for you. I'm going to cross. today. And remove some of the flesh out from underneath your backside. So think about a nice straight spine. Your belly is engaged. Your shoulders are stacked over your ribs, which are stacked over your hips. Lift through the crown of your head and your hands are on your knees. Your belly is engaged. And our posture is so important. That gives us our balance, our strength, our agility. So we'll do a spine warm up, moving our spine in many different directions. As you inhale, sweep your arms up and your palms touch overhead. So this is a cow variation. Roll your shoulders back, open up your chest, engage your back muscles. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Exhale, take your hands to heart center. This is a cat variation. Roll your shoulders forward. Chin comes towards your chest. And now those working back muscles can feel some stretch and some relief. Inhale, seated mountain. Sweep your arms up again. This time your palms face each other. Lift your fingertips. Slide your shoulders down away from your ears. Wonderful job. We aim to have our arms as straight as we can, knowing that sometimes that happens and sometimes that doesn't. Beautiful. Exhale, take your right hand down towards your right hip. Inhale, stretch your left arm up, and exhale, take a side bend to the right. Keep both sit bones grounded. Maybe this first time you roll your neck, look down at your right hand, look up at your left elbow crease, and maybe that just doesn't feel nice. So don't do that if it doesn't feel nice. Inhale, both your left arm comes straight up. Exhale, twist right. So left arm comes to the outside of your right thigh. Shoulders are down. As you inhale, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, twist to the right. Belly is engaged, shoulders are down. Gaze over your right shoulder or over your left shoulder, whatever your neck wants to do. Inhale, sweep both arms up. I call this seated mountain. Exhale, left hand comes down. Inhale, stretch your right arm up, and exhale, side bend now to the left. So bend your left elbow, maintain contact equally with both sit bones, and maybe roll out your neck up and down if that feels right for you. Inhale, right arm straight up at the ceiling, and exhale, twist to the left. So right hand on the outside of your left thigh. As you inhale, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, twist to the left with your gaze where it needs to be. Inhale, both arms up for seated mountain, face the front, and exhale, hands to heart. Breathe here in and breathe out. Notice which leg is in front. Reach your hands behind, lean back, and straighten your legs forward, bounce out your legs. And we will change out the cross of your legs. So go with the awkward way. And if you can't remember, that's okay too. It's just to give our legs a little break and get the blood going in our legs. Return to that straight spine, lift through the crown of your head. And we'll flow breath to movement with our spine warm up. Inhale, cow variation. Palms touch overhead, squeeze your shoulder blades. Exhale, cat. Roll your shoulders forward, chin to chest. Inhale, seated mountain, arms up. Beautiful, expansive. I love it. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, seated mountain. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend left. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, seated mountain, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, just like that. Inhale, cow, palms touch overhead. Exhale, cat, curl it forward. Inhale, seated mountain, arms up. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, twist. Inhale, seated mountain. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, seated mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. That was wonderful. I hope your spine just feels really, really strong and good. We are going to come to tabletop. Set up your blocks. So at the top of your mat, the bottom block is on the lowest setting and the top block is on the highest setting. And if you don't feel that comfortable with blocks, take your chair. We've got our chairs at the top of our mat with the seat facing us. You can work off of your chair as well. And I'll kind of explain that as we go from seated to standing. So the first part, when we're in tabletop, we are going to be on our knees. So if you like to roll your or fold your mat up so that you have a little extra padding on your knees, you can do that. And tabletop is hands and knees. So your hands go inside your blocks. So there has to be room for you to step inside your blocks. And tabletop, hands and knees. So hips stacked over knees. Your knees are hip distance apart. Shoulders stacked over wrists. And we'll do a cow and cat. And really, I would say almost any yoga for cancer class has proper cow and cat. So here's our proper cow. Inhale, cow. Lift your tail, drop your belly, shoulders come back. We don't jack our chin back too much, but a little lift maybe of our chin. And exhale, cat. Tuck your tail, snap your belly button towards the ceiling, and stretch out in between your shoulder blades. Chin can go towards your chest. One more like that. Inhale, cow. Lift your tail, drop your belly, shoulders back. Exhale, cat. Curl it in, stretch out your back. Come to neutral. And we're going to circle our hips. So start with an inhale, straighten your legs a bit and roll your shoulders forward. And then exhale, drop your hips towards the right and then come back to hips over your heels. Inhale, hips to the left and forward, chest is forward, and exhale, hips right and drop your hips towards your heels. So circling your hips slowly, inhale left and forward, exhale right and back. Now the other way. Inhale right and forward, exhale left and back. Inhale right, forward, exhale left, back. Go at your pace. Inhale right, forward, exhale left, back. Back to a neutral tabletop, hands in between your blocks. Inhale, take your right leg back, straighten your right leg back, put your toes on your mat and push your heel towards the back to create some space in the back of your right leg. We don't do anything violent to our bodies, but we can gently try to breathe a little more space into the back of that right leg. Inhale, lift your right heel, drop your right hip down. Exhale, knee to nose. Curl your right knee towards your nose. Engage your core. Inhale, send your right leg back, straighten it. Exhale, knee to nose, curl it in. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, straighten. This time, put your right knee down. So back to tabletop. Inhale, cow. Just to reset, exhale, cat. Now, take your hands to your blocks, your block towers. So at the top, and if you don't like your blocks, you can go to the seat of your chair, the sides of the seat of your chair. I'm just gonna help here for just a minute. So bottom block, top, and then a bottom. Just have some room to work in there. And you can work off the seat of your chair if you'd like as well. Sure. So we're kneeling in tabletop, but we're up on our blocks now, and we're going to use our blocks or our chair for a little support. Inhale, take your right leg back, straighten it again, and exhale. This time, push into your blocks and step forward with your right leg. And if you need to grab with your right hand to get it where it needs to be, that's okay. Now take your top blocks and exhale, walk your blocks back towards your hip and maybe get a little straightening of your right leg. And maybe we don't get our straight leg this time. That's okay. Just we got space in our back of our right leg. We're getting a little more. Inhale, walk your blocks back, put them on top of your block tower and bend your right leg. Inhale, take your hands up to your right thigh. Now we're getting a little tricky. If we feel unstable, heel toe your right foot out a little bit, get a little more stable base. Look forward, shoulders are down. If we feel really good, inhale, kneeling warrior, take your arms up. Biceps next to your ears, lift your fingertips. Now we're getting fancy. Exhale, goalpost arms. So palms face forward, bend your elbows. Elbows come directly out of your shoulders. Inhale, back to kneeling warrior, arms up. Exhale, take your hands down to your blocks, bend your elbows, or maybe you come to your chair. Inhale, lift your back knee, push into your blocks or chair, and exhale, step that left foot forward. Nice. Inhale, standing mountain. Straighten your legs, sweep your arms overhead. Feet are hip distance and parallel. Tail is tucked, shoulders down, look forward. We're pretty happy with ourselves. We did it. We got up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Inhale, standing mountain, arms come up. Exhale, chair pose, bend your knees, take your hands to your blocks. Back is flat, tail is tucked. Inhale, step back with your right leg. And exhale, put your right knee down. Inhale, push into your blocks and exhale, step back with your left knee. And take your hands down to your mat. You guys are good sport. Awesome job. Inhale, cow. Drop your belly. Exhale, cat. Curl it in. So hands are on our mat. Inhale, left leg back. We've got to do the left side now and all that stuff. Push your heel towards the back. Get some space in the back of your left leg. We're going to need that. We need our flexibility in life. Inhale, lift your left heel, drop your left hip down. Exhale, knee to nose, left knee towards your nose. Engage your belly. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, curl. Inhale, straighten. This time, exhale, put your left knee down. We're back to tabletop. Now we take our hands up to our blocks for our kind of a modified tabletop, and we're going to do that sun salutation with our left. Inhale, left leg goes back. Exhale, step it through, using your left hand to get it where you need it. Grab your top blocks. Inhale, walk your blocks back towards your hips and straighten your left leg, maybe even flex your foot. That's pretty tricky. And exhale, walk your blocks back, put them back on your towers and bend your left leg. Inhale, take your hands up to your left thigh and find your stability. Heel toe your left foot out. If you need a little more space, you can scissor your thighs together. Look forward, shoulders down, tail is tucked. Inhale, kneeling warrior, arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Bend your elbows, palms face forward. We're working. Inhale, back to kneeling warrior. Exhale, hands to your blocks. Bend your elbows. Inhale, lift your back knee. Exhale, step that right foot forward. Push into your blocks and use your core. Nice. Inhale, straighten your legs and reach your arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Breathe here in and out. Awesome job. We're going to, we got to get back down first, don't we? Inhale, standing mountain. Exhale, chair pose, bend your knees, hands to blocks. Inhale, step back left. Exhale, left knee comes down. Inhale, push into your blocks, and exhale, step back with your right knee. Come back to your mat with your hands. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. And what I was going to say is we'll flow breath to movement with our sun salutation. So just the basics. And so start with your hands up on your blocks. We'll start with our right leg, and then we'll go with our left. So inhale, right leg goes back. Exhale, step your right foot through. Inhale, hands come to your right thigh. Exhale, shoulders down, lift your heart. Inhale, kneeling warrior, arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, kneeling warrior, arms up. Exhale, hands to your blocks, bend your elbows. Inhale, lift your back knee, push into your blocks. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Inhale, standing mountain, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take an inhale and an exhale. Inhale, standing mountain, arms up. Exhale, chair pose, bend your knees, hands to blocks. Inhale, step back right. Exhale, right knee down. Inhale, push into your blocks. Exhale, step back left. Inhale. Exhale, ready with your left leg. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, step your left leg through. Inhale, hands to your left thigh. Exhale, shoulders down. Inhale, kneeling warrior, arms up. Exhale, cactus, can't forget that. Inhale, kneeling warrior. Exhale, hands to your blocks, bend your elbows. Inhale, lift your back knee. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale, standing mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. And exhale, going back down. Inhale, standing mountain. Exhale, chair pose, bend your knees, hands to blocks. Inhale, step back left. Exhale, left knee down. Inhale, push into your blocks. Exhale, right leg back. Take an inhale and an exhale. Great job with that sun salutation. Come back up to standing. And if that's difficult for you, just take one leg back and step it forward, work into your elbows and lift that back heel and find yourself standing. And I'm gonna have to work on my microphone and I will do that next time. If you have any knee padding there, get rid of that because we don't want to trip on it. And we will do a little standing
flow in between our blocks, but we're not going to be kneeling anymore, so we don't need our blocks. We are going to be stepping back with our left foot first this time, but rather than put our knee
Fix your
down.
microphone, please.
Well, let me try this. Sorry, Howard. We'll try this and see how this looks. All right, so rather than putting your knee down, you're going to put your left foot down, your left heel down. So standing in between your blocks, inhale, standing mountain. Exhale, chair pose, hands to blocks. Inhale, step back left. And exhale, left heel down. So your left heel is down. Inhale, take your hands to your right thigh and straighten your right leg. So we are coming into a warrior two. So your right foot should be pointing towards the right, towards the top of your mat. Your left foot is at a right angle. Put your hands on your ribs and spin so that your ribs are facing the long side of your mat. There you go. Take an inhale and exhale, bend your right leg. Add the arms, warrior two, palms face down, gaze is over your right hand. Inhale, tall triangle, straighten your right leg and clap your arms overhead. And exhale, warrior two, bend. Inhale, tall triangle, clap and straighten. Exhale, bend, warrior two. Inhale, tall triangle, straighten. And exhale, bend. Now flip your right palm up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Sweep your right palm up and over. Left hand rests on the outside of your left thigh. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the front. Find your blocks. Inhale, lift your back heel, point your left toes forward and exhale, step forward. Inhale, standing mountain. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath in and out, and we'll do the other side. Inhale, standing mountain, arms up. Exhale, chair pose, hands to blocks. Inhale, step back right. And exhale, put your right heel down. Inhale, take your hands up to your left thigh and straighten it. Pause here. Left toes point forward. Right toes are perpendicular. So your left heel somehow is either in line with your right heel or arch. And hands go on your ribs and spin those so you're facing the long side of your mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend left, warrior two, arms forward and back, palms down, gaze over your left hand. Inhale, tall triangle, straighten your left leg, clap overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, tall triangle, clap. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, tall triangle, straighten and clap. Exhale, warrior two. This time, flip your left palm up. Inhale, reverse warrior, sweep it up and then back. Right hand rests on the back of your right thigh. Exhale, cartwheel down towards your blocks. Inhale, lift your right heel, point your toes forward, and exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale, standing mountain, and exhale, hands to heart. Breathe in and out. That is awesome. We will flow that one time. Breath to movement gets tricky, but it actually is a little easier because you can't go as deep. So it also tests our brain, and we know that we need to work our brain. So, and if I get confused, it happens. So, you know, we all get confused at times. So we'll try flowing breath to movement a little quicker. Inhale, standing mountain, arms up. Exhale, chair pose, bend your knees, left is first. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, left heel down. Inhale, hands to right thigh. Exhale, warrior two, arms forward and back. Inhale, tall triangle, straighten and clap. Exhale, warrior two, flip your right palm. Inhale, reverse warrior, sweep your right arm up and back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to your block. Inhale, lift your back heel, toes forward. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Inhale, standing mountain, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale and exhale. Other side. Inhale, standing mountain. Exhale, chair pose, hands to blocks. Inhale, step back right. Exhale, right heel down. Inhale, hands to left thigh. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, tall triangle, straighten and clap. Exhale, warrior two, flip your left palm. Inhale, reverse warrior, sweep it. Exhale, hands to your blocks at the front. Inhale, spin on the ball of your right foot. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, standing mountain. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath in and out. Great job. Take your strap and we're going to have, oh, I have two straps. Well, I don't need two. I wanted the white one because I thought it would show up the best on the camera. So we're going to do a couple things to work our shoulders as promised. So start with the strap with your palms up. And about, have your elbows along your sides and your forearms are parallel to the floor, and hold on to your strap and just pull it apart. So breathe and pull it apart. Straight spine, pull it apart. Breathe in and out. And we're done with that one. And let go of the strap, keep it in one hand. And rotate out and in. That's our little recovery. And it gets even more fun from there. So take the strap again, palms face up, forearms parallel, and we're going to do a little biceps curl. And only you know how hard you're working. So don't overdo. We don't want to be violent to ourselves, but pull that strap apart. And inhale, take your, straighten your arms and exhale, bend them for the curl. Inhale, straighten, pull the strap apart and exhale, curl. Feel your biceps working. Inhale, straighten and exhale, curl. Let's do one more. Inhale, straighten and exhale, curl. Oh boy, okay. Let go of one end and do that rotation out and in and out and in. So now we're going to go kayaking. So right arm up, right hand up and left hand down, and have plenty of slack. You can still pull apart. And you're just going to take your right arm up and then cross it to the front. Left arm comes up and then to the front. So we're going to kayak and use your core as you go. Use your arms, use your shoulders, use your core, and use your breath. And I tried going backwards and it doesn't work very well, so we won't. But I did try. So 3 and 2 and 1. And take the strap in one hand, rotate out and in, out and in. Take the strap this time with your palms facing down, and you're going to have to let it slide as you go. I told you, well, maybe I didn't tell you, these get progressively more fun as we go along. So palms face down, hold the strap, and we're going to lift it up. And then we're going to go all the way over. So let the strap out as much as you need to go all the way back. And then back and up and forward and down. One more time. Forward and up. And we go back and down. Or back and up. And forward and down. Awesome job. Rotate out and in. We are feeling really flexible in our shoulders and arms. I just know it. Okay, last one with the strap. Take the strap behind your back and your palms are up. And hold on and pull the strap apart. Inhale, draw your knuckles. Little tiny back bend, but chest or chin stays neutral. And exhale, bend forward with a flat back. And maybe you lift up those arms and pull the strap apart. Bow forward and lift. And come back up. And throw the strap across the room. And rotate out and in and out and in. Great. Now we are going to use our chair, or you could use the wall for our balance pose. And we're going to do a little bit of ballet. So if you'd like to use your chair, whoops, take it so that the, what is this? The back of your chair is on one side. And use that chair for balance. Just take the chair to, yeah, we're done with our block tower. So just take the chair, take it to this side. I know it's a lot of maneuvering of the chair. Just take it. And we can watch the blocks all fall down. So hold on to the back of the chair. If you're at a wall, you ground into the foot that is closest to the wall. Use the wall or chair for support. So this is our right foot grounding. Little micro bend in that standing leg. And we're keeping our torso straight. So if you did ballet, we're going to go forward like a pendulum. We're keeping the back, we're keeping our torso straight. So lift your foot forward and then put it down. Left foot to the side, but don't lean, and put it down. And back, but don't lean forward. Keep your torso straight and put it down. Bend both knees, kind of march that out. We'll do that same side one more time, adding a little arm if you want. So ground into, we here in the studio, we're grounding into right and lift left. Arm also goes forward and down. side. And down, arm goes forward, leg goes back. And down, bend both knees and march that out. And now we'll change our chair to the other side, or if you're by a wall, just turn to the other side. And we'll ground into our left foot, a little micro bend in that standing leg, but nice straight spine. First without the arm, forward, right leg forward, and down, side, and down, back, and down. Bend both knees and march that out. Option to add the arms, ground into left, little micro bend. Forward, right arm forward and down. Side and down. Back and down. Bend both knees and march. Great job. So balance is good in life. Balance is good for our bodies. Okay, now face your chairs forward, and we're going to, that was a lot of work on our hips. Anyone else feel that way? Sit in your chair. Come to the edge of your chair. Return to that straight spine, and your feet are hip distance apart. Straight spine, so belly is engaged. Ground into your left foot and cross your right ankle over your left thigh. This is another version to stretch out the outer right hip. If this does not work, it works for everyone here. If it doesn't work at home, take your right foot out to the side and windshield wiper it. The mechanism is just opening that outer right hip. So we got that going. Straight spine. As you inhale, reach your heart towards your shin. And with a flat back, maybe you can fold with a flat back just a bit. Find that edge where you find some opening in that right hip, and you may have it plenty already. Breathe into the outer right hip. Inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale, slide your right ankle down the outside of your left shin and heel toe your left foot so it's more towards the middle. Straight spine once again. Inhale, and with your exhale, twist to the right. So reach back with your right hand and take that outer right thigh with your left hand. Inhale as you lengthen, and exhale as you twist. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, uncross your legs. And we'll do the other side. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh, straight spine. Maybe hold on to your ankle and your tibia there, and reach your heart forward on the inhale, and find that opening of your left hip now on the exhale. Maybe it helps to flex your toes towards your shin. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, slide your left ankle on the outside of your right shin, heel toe your right towards the middle. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, twist left. Reach back with your left hand, and maybe a little traction with your right hand on the outside of your left thigh. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, uncross your legs. And we are going to end up by lying down on our mat. So chair should be back at the top of your mat. And I would love anyone in a moment, we'll do a couple bridge poses, then we'll rest. So again, to get down, if you need to, bend your knees and take the edges of the seat of your chair. Inhale, step back with one leg, and exhale, put that knee down. Inhale, push into your chair, and exhale, step your other leg back and come to one hip and slide your legs towards the front of your mat so that your head is towards the back of your mat, and come to lying down. Use your block to lie down. Bend your knees and place the soles of your feet on your mat. Inhale, bridge pose. Lift up your hips. And exhale, lower down. Option to add your arms if you'd like. Inhale, lift your hips and sweep your arms across the ceiling behind you, and exhale, lower your hips and sweep your arms to your sides. One more. Inhale, lift your hips and reach your arms behind, and exhale, lower down. And now choose an inversion or a rest pose. I am going to suggest chair legs on the chair because I love it so much. You put your legs up on the seat of your chair, and maybe a little blanket under your neck. Does that feel like a good thing? Okay. And I'm going to move your chair a little closer, and you can even put your feet on the other side of it if you want. You want to bend your knees. Yeah, and you could put your feet. No, maybe. Maybe. And then slide your legs up. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Several fractured toes later, we've got it. I'm just going to, we've got it. You want the blanket underneath your neck? So we did a lot of work today. We've learned about flexibility. Part of being flexible is knowing when it's time to rest. Take a few moments to rest, and the inversion is just a nice way to rest. If you did choose an inversion pose, I'd suggest a couple breaths in regular Shavasana with your legs straight. So I am going to come and remove the chair just stretch your legs out. Maybe allow your feet to roll to the sides. Ready to move on with your day. Start slowly, little movements in your fingers and your toes. Maybe rock your head from side to side. One last morning stretch, arms overhead, feet straight. Fill your body with power and strength and oxygen. And then when you're ready, turn to one side. When you're ready, push yourself up to a seat. Thank you so much for the chance to be with you on our yoga journey, on our cancer recovery and survivorship journey. We'll take a community breath of gratitude and love and appreciation. Inhale. And as we exhale, we bow forward. Peace, joy, love, strength, healing be with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Online people, tell me about the microphone. Did it work after a while? Or I know it kept holding in, I think.
I think it worked most of the time. There was one time when it went out, and I think Howard mentioned it to you, you flipped it, and then it seemed